Yo, we back with another one, man. Buddha Gang in the building. Drop a Buddha bomb. Yeah, man. Gonna get into this video about THF Bayzoo, man. Rest in peace to THF Bayzoo. See what's going on, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button.
THF Bayzoo was an OG in the war in Chirac and had a lot of respect in the city. And that's what made his brutal murder even more shocking. From beefing with some of the deadliest killers in the city and making it out alive, to beating bodies and allegedly getting shot over someone else's drama, today we're breaking down the whole crazy story. On October 25th, 2025, THF Bayzoo was leaving a car part shop with two other dudes in the middle of the day when some shooters ran down on him. Zoo didn't even have time to react before the bullets started hitting him, and it looks like the shooters got his location and knew exactly when to pop out. Zoo hit the ground as soon as the bullets started flying, and the shooters kept busting at him to make sure the job was finished before they ran off. Zoo and the other two dudes all got hit, but Zoo was the only one who didn't make it out alive. Right after the hit, rumors were going around that Zoo was fighting for his life in the hospital and might pull through, but a day later the news broke that he had been pronounced dead. According to Trench's News, Zoo was on life support and the machines were the only things keeping him alive. The doctors allegedly told Zoo's family that he wasn't going to wake back up though, so his family decided to take him off life support and let him go.
You know, the family decided to take THF Bayzoo off life support, man. Bayzoo is gone, man.
THF Bayzoo had a lot of love in the city, and a lot of people who don't even rep THF were shouting him out after he died. Zoo had homies in O Block, 600, 300, TTE, and way more sets. He was tapped in with people outside.
Yeah, Zoo was tapped in with a lot of people
out of Chicago too, and 21 Savage offered to pay for the funeral, but Zoo also had a huge target.
Shout out to 21 Savage
on his back, and after Zoo got killed, the ops were clowning him like crazy all over social media. One dude named Fonzo was dissing THF Bayzoo after he got shot, and that's allegedly why Fonzo's girlfriend, G. Ari, was brutally shot and killed just a few hours later. G. Ari was also a rapper, and when she got killed, all kinds of rumors started flying around about who pulled the trigger and why they wanted her gone. People were trying to claim that G. Ari is the one who dropped Zoo's location to the ops, but it turns out she didn't have anything to do with the beef and allegedly got killed because her boyfriend was dissing Zoo. After Ari died, her brother hopped on Facebook and said she wasn't even the
Alright. So now remember when I first did the Zoo video, we already knew all this, like even before it had hit the internet. I did the Zoo video. I just didn't want to put it out there before it hit the internet. But we already knew this. I'ma say this. If somebody get killed and them getting killed ain't got nothing to do with you, if they not your ops, if they not none of that, don't say nothing about it. Because if you say something about it and you diss the wrong person, then them same people that's trying to get back for the person they just lost will definitely come slide on you. Because you opened your mouth at the wrong time, or you talking out of turn, or you saying stuff that ain't got nothing to do, you know what I'm saying, with you. This not a you situation. You ain't got nothing to do with this. You feel me? But just due to the simple fact that you spoke on Zoo and, you know what I'm saying, they knew they can get up with you like that, then, you know, they went and did, you know, allegedly, they went and did what they had to do. That's a sad situation. But at the same time, in Chicago, that ain't how it go. The best way to avoid all that is to mind your damn business. If you ain't got nothing to do with that, just mind your business. That's all you got to do. Long as you mind your business, stuff like this won't even happen. That's all you got to do. Now, I don't think Fonzo thought that he was dissing Zoo. I think he was just trying to make a point. And I get it, but at the same time, when people win their emotions, when people win their feelings, and Zoo done asked for 20 bodies, it's best to just not say nothing. Don't speak on it. Don't think, because now you instantly become a target because they feel like what you saying was disrespectful to Zoo. I don't think he was trying to disrespect Zoo. I don't think he was trying to diss Zoo, but it's the way they took it, and I can't tell them how to feel. So, you know, that's how it be, man. You know, it go up like that. Just be mindful what you say.
Target. According to some sources, Ari and Fonzo were sitting in a whip together when the shooters ran up and aired the car out, but they shot into the side Ari was sitting in, so she died instead of Fonzo. Fonzo also allegedly has ties to 051, which are some of THF's biggest ops. And right before Ari got killed, Fonzo was going back and forth with THF G-Baby, and G-Baby told Fonzo to stop playing with Zoo's name before it backfired on him. About a week after Ari got killed, the cops spotted the whip that was used on the hit and pulled it over. The cops allegedly booked 3 dudes for Ari's murder, but nobody knows who they caught yet. Fonzo wasn't the only THF op that...
And I'm gonna say this, they got the car. It was Spot News had reported that they got the car. There was some dudes, you know what I'm saying, in the car. But I ain't heard nothing about no charges being brought up or nothing like that. So even if that was the car, even if they got the dudes in the car, that don't mean just because you got these dudes in the car that you got the trigger man. You see what I'm saying? I ain't heard nothing about nobody being convicted or nothing like that or being charged. I still ain't heard about nobody being charged with her murder, basically. So just catching some dudes in the car don't mean nothing. They got to prove one of them did that.
Ari had ties to, though. Ari had a kid with a dude named 757 BA, and back in the day, BA was really putting in work. In 2017, a 600 member named McAdoo was allegedly sliding around trying to catch 051 members lacking. McAdoo was allegedly one of the biggest shooters in the city, and a lot of people think he caught at least 3 bodies. But when BA spotted him at a party, he upped his strap and started shooting. Both sides were letting off shots, and people were dropping all over the place. BA allegedly shot McAdoo, and McAdoo survived. But BA's homie got hit up and did...
Stay out them crowds, stay out them parties. I understand that everybody want to have fun. Ain't nothing wrong with having fun. But at the same time, you go to the wrong party, you will get clapped at. If you go, you trying to be tender. Why is you in this party? You ain't got no business being in this party. Why is you over here? You ain't got no business being over here, and you know that. But a lot of dudes tender, and they gonna go to the party anyway. And what's the favorite line? We going for the females. We going for the bops.
Bop it!
We going for the bops. We going for the bops. So that's why we here. We trying to get up with the bops. Yeah, the bops gonna get you a box. You see what I'm saying? Trying to go see the bops at the party will lead to you end up being in the box. You feel me? Don't do that.
Didn't make it out. When it was all over, 7 people were laying out bleeding on the floor. And in 2024, the cops finally booked BA for the shooting. Ari was talking about the streets on tracks like Want All the Smoke when she raps. He ran and he fell. They hopped him. Bullets they hurt. They hit him like chalk him. I'll make one phone call. Got killers from...
And I ain't gonna lie, Ari had potential. She wasn't a bad rapper at all. So due to the fact that she wasn't a bad rapper, she definitely had potential to blow.
East to west. Bitch, it ain't no talking. Ari allegedly wasn't involved with any beef though, and rumors say she just got killed because Fonzo was dissing Zoo and the shooters got her instead of him. But there's no proof that THF was involved with Ari getting killed though. When THF Bayzoo died, he wasn't really active in any beefs anymore. But back in the day, he was really putting pressure on the ops and had a crazy story. Zoo got active when his family moved into THF territory and caught an armed robbery case when he was around 13 years old. He spent around 5 years in juvie, and when he came home, Zoo really turned up in the streets and got wrapped up in one of the deadliest beefs in the city. THF was going to war with 051 and bodies were dropping all over the place. Both sides had a bunch of shooters and their hoods were close to each other, so for a few years, it was one of the most active wars in Chirac. Zoo wasn't around for all of it though, because in 2009, he allegedly caught a body and was fighting the case for a while. And when the case finally got dropped, THF Bayzoo hopped on the track, beat that body with King Von, and rapped, "Beat the body, now the trenches call me Rocky. Shout the members, they my motherfucking partners. We gon' high speed, ain't no fucking pulling over." 05
Beat the Body was hard. That song is hard.
One and THF's beef sparked up before everyone was paying attention to the drill scene. And it all started when a dude from 051 named Zico got into an argument with a THF member named Aki, and Zico ended up getting killed. Zico's murder turned up the whole crew, and in 2011, they slid on THF and killed a dude from there named Quint. Then a few months later, they took out another THF member named Tony. THF and 051 were dropping bodies like crazy, and in 2013, Zoo allegedly killed a woman named Big A who repped 051. There aren't a lot of details about how it went down, but Big A's brother 051 Ariel snitched on Zoo and told the cops that Zoo said, "On Gutta, on my son, I whacked her big ass. In 2015, THF Bayzoo's own stepson got killed too. Zoo's stepson Raheem was repping THF and allegedly almost killed 051 Melly. And while Zoo was locked up fighting the case, the ops caught Raheem and left him dead in the street. Raheem's death had a big impact on Zoo, and he allegedly got right back to sliding on the ops when he came home from prison. And in 2019, he got wrapped up in an attempted murder case with King Von and Lil
And y'all know Raheem is FBG Duck cousin.
Durk. THF Bayzoo, Von, and Durk were all in Atlanta together and allegedly robbed and shot a dude. Von and Durk were both indicted for attempted murder, and the paperwork said that Zoo was involved with the situation too. It's not clear how it all went down, but the case eventually got dropped. And the craziest part of the story is that Zoo went live on IG with the dude who they allegedly shot and called him a rat. THF Bayzoo was always kicking it with Lil Durk, and after Durk became
I didn't know Zoo went live with the dude they were supposed to have shot. That's crazy, and called him a rat. That's wild. I would have never did that. Zoo a wild boy for that one.
one of the biggest rappers in the world, Zoo wasn't really crashing out in the streets anymore. But when Durk got locked up on his murder for hire case, Zoo allegedly wasn't making a lot of money and couldn't afford to stay out of Chicago. But even though Zoo wasn't crashing out, his homies in THF sparked a new war, and some people think that's why he got killed. It all started when Lil Durk started rocking with a dude from 6300 named Lil Zay Osama. 6300 and THF didn't have any problems, so Zay was cool being around the THF members who were tight with Lil Durk. But then a couple of THF members stole some watches from him, and Lil Zay aired him out on IG. Then in February 2024, THF TP was brutally killed right in front of his kids. According to rumors, THF TP was killed by some dudes from a set called BVC, aka Bashville. Lil Zay is cool with a lot of dudes from BVC, and after TP got killed, a dude from BVC posted about Lil Zay's watches and said somebody had died for him. THF clapped back and killed BVC Man Man, but other sources claim it was a set called DOD that pulled the trigger on Man Man. Lil Zay stamped that story too and said THF was clout chasing when he rapped, "Niggas kill your baby mama and you ain't did nothing to your ops. Man Manny from the one, he got that get back for that watch."
Now this is crazy because Lil Zay was trolling at first when Zoo died, which they was trolling when Deuce died. But then at the same time, bro, it's like, if you gonna say like you ain't on that or you ain't with it or whatever, stand on that. Cause then you just dropped another song and you dissing all over again. So at the end of the day, bro, it's like I don't see no stopping to that. I don't see no stopping on no side. There ain't no side, and ain't gonna be no give or no pull because it's been too much. At some point, when it's just been too much disrespect, it's gonna be hard to stop. There's been a whole lot of disrespect on both sides, and there's been some bloodshed on both sides. So that's gonna be hard to stop.
And the ops ain't do it, but dissing like they did that shit to top. It don't look like THF caught Man Man, but they were allegedly still sliding and killed a dude from DMG named Lil Deuce. There's a lot of rumors about who pulled the trigger on Lil Deuce, but THF G Baby dropped a diss about him dying. And after Zoo got killed, DMG started posting Scoom and made it look like Zoo's death was give back for Scoom. Nobody knows who took Zoo out, but one of the craziest rumors is that his own homie put a bag on his head. Zoo was tight with Lil Durk and they caught cases together, but there's a crazy theory that Durk wanted to get Zoo out of the picture. Back when Zoo caught his first murder case back in 2009.
Nah, I don't think Durk put a bag on Zoo. I don't believe it. I doubt it because get Zoo out the way for what, bro? The people that Durk need to get out the way to be his case, they done already flipped Fed. They already working for the Fed. They already, you know what I'm saying? They federal already. And they already working with the feds. Y'all seeing all these motions come out. Look at the names that's missing. Them the people that done flip. They working with the feds already. They trying to get Lil Durk up out of there. Them the people he needed the bag on. But he didn't. But at the same time, when that whole situation happened with Lil Pap, Dirk was supposed to come behind that and play cleanup. But it was so sloppy, he ain't play cleanup. So because he ain't play cleanup, they just left evidence all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the whole situation a mess, man. But like I said, I'm hearing what his lawyer's saying about this ain't right with the judge and this ain't right with the prosecutor and that. Hey, Drew, all that sound good, all that's cool, all that's fine and dandy. I'm telling you right now, if them certain people hit the stand and they say Lil Durk did XYZ, it's going to be up to that jury. And if that jury find them credible, Durk fried.
Some paperwork came out that allegedly proved he was snitching on his homie Bruh. Zoo said that he never snitched on anybody, but then some more paperwork came out where he was allegedly talking to the ATF. THF Bayzoo and King Von both got questioned by the ATF, and Zoo allegedly told him all about how THF is structured and how they didn't have a leader anymore. According to the paperwork, everyone in the crew was just kind of doing their own thing, and nobody was calling shots for the whole gang. Zoo said it was cap, and he never talked to the ATF.
Show me my name on the paperwork. Show me who I got arrested, gang. If y'all can't do that, stop going off all these fake ass niggas that want to get me out the way, man. Niggas want me out the way because I'm the realest in the rack.
I ain't gonna lie though. A lot of that stuff I be seeing with Zoo, I be thinking it's fake too, because y'all know Zoo real name. The paperwork come out and the paperwork say THF Zoo on it. How the hell with real paperwork say THF Bayzoo on it? So that's what the cops call? That's what you think they gonna put that in the real paperwork? Come on, man. Y'all gotta do better than that.
For real, you hear me?
But the ops didn't believe him, and Billionaire Black dissed him on the track Call Me a Snitch and rapped, "You niggas softer than a bitch. Incognito on the glick. He don't know that's a switch. Fashion killer. I might smoke him in some ricks, cause a nigga working with the ATF try to call me a snitch." There's allegedly some informants working with the feds on Lil Durk's murder for hire case, and that's why some people are trying to connect Zoo's death to that situation. They say that Durk is trying to get anyone out of the way who might flip on him, but there's no proof at all to back the story up. THF Bayzoo was putting in work for years and had ops all over the place. Some people thought he couldn't afford to leave Chicago after Durk got locked up, but then Zoo clapped back at the rumors on social media and started flexing a bunch of cash. It looks like THF Bayzoo could have left Chicago behind if he wanted to, but instead he stuck around and tragically got killed in broad daylight. Giari was allegedly the first body that dropped to get back for Zoo, but that's probably only the beginning and there's no telling.
Hey, man. It's crazy, but like I say, man, stay out them crowds, stay out them parties. If somebody get killed, if it ain't your business, don't speak on it. And you ain't gonna have no problems. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. But y'all, make sure y'all check out the playlist. Hit the subscribe button, man. It's your boy Buddha. I'm out.